So for today's video, we are going to be doing a mukbang slash cook with me. So we're gonna cook my food first, and then we're going to do the mukbang. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna eat, so let me figure that out first. I know for sure I need to make my celery juice because I have psoriasis, and I'm hoping that that helps my psoriasis and it helps to clear up my face as well because she's looking a little busted. So we're gonna do that for sure. I only have hard-boiled eggs. I don't really know if I want to eat that because, you know, I don't want to get a little gassy. Whatever. I guess I'll eat like bacon, 2 hard-boiled eggs, and that's it. This whole kitchen area looks like a damn fucking mess. I'm gonna prop you guys up on a fucking cup of coin. She got that coin laying around everywhere. Okay, now I need water. 2 shots of vodka. Okay, cover your ears, cover your ears. If someone wants to buy me a juicer, please fucking do. I will be more than happy to accept it. Or if like a juicer company wants to send me something, please do. My inbox is open and my DMs are open as well. So slide in. I will leave my Instagram down below for you to hit me up. Anyways, so on today's video, like I said, I'm going to be doing a mukbang slash cook with me. But I'm not really cooking anymore because I don't have anything to cook. Anyways, and I'm also, during my mukbang, I'm going to be telling you guys about the first time that I lost my virginity. So, this happened, so I'm 22 years old. I lost my virginity when I turned, when I was 21. It happened maybe like, my birthday's in October, and I lost it in March. So it was October, November, December, and January, February, March. So I lost it 5 months after I turned 21. And so this night, I wasn't even really planning to go out. That's how it always happens. Like, that's when any type of shit happens. It's when you least expect it or when you're not expecting it. But I went out with a friend and her friends. And we went out to the gay, like, neighborhood here in San Diego. For my followers who live in San Diego, it's Hillcrest. But, so we went out to a bar there. And, you know, we were drinking, having so much fun, blah, 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 blah. And this night, I think it was a Saturday, if I am not wrong, there's this club in San Diego, this gay club, and I swear it's the only gay club in Hillcrest, and this particular night, it was open till 4 a.m., and clubs and bars here in San Diego close at 2 a.m., so for it to be closing at 4 a.m., like for the gays, it's like, oh my god. So I was like, oh my god, I want to go. And towards the end of the night, so we left the bar, I think like during closing time. So it was already like 2 a.m. So everyone had to leave or whatever. So my friend and her friends, they were like, okay, we're going to leave. But I was like, fuck no, I'm going to stay out because I'm trying to have fun. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go. And like I backed away and like I ran into the crowd because I didn't want them to like stop me. Ran next door to the club because it's like right next to each other, and I paid my cover. My cover was probably like $10 or something, and I went inside and I was very intoxicated. Okay, I understood what I was doing, but I was drunk. So at this club, there's 2 kind of like stage areas where you can like dance or whatever, and there's like one hip hop and like reggaeton kind of side, and the other side is the EDM. So I went over to the EDM side, and I remember it was like, let's say like the stage is behind me, and like over there is like where the people dance. There's like a bar over there, and like whatever. So I was like standing like this. I think I remember it was like probably just like dancing, you know, it was like woo. And I remember some guy came up to me. So when this guy came up to me, first of all, my first impression, he was a little shorter than me. I'm like 5'6"-ish, 5'6", 5'7", somewhere around there. So he was a little bit shorter, probably just like just a little bit, just a little bit. Let me get my metal straw. I'll be right back. Here we are using Miss Jeffree Star Cosmetics metal straws. Jeffree sent them to me. It's actually my first video that I posted here on YouTube. So if you guys want to go check that out and see my review on them, go do that. Just as I thought. Trash. Back to my story. So my first impressions on this guy, he was a little bit shorter than me. He was Latino, I'm pretty sure. So I was like, okay, fine. Like, this guy's like not awful looking. And he came up to me, and I don't remember what he said to me. All I remember is that he asked me if I wanted to leave. And I was like, yeah, sure. He grabbed me by the hand. We walk out of this club, and I don't remember walking out. I do remember that he called an Uber, but he called an Uber pool. So I was like, the fuck, this broke ass. I'm just kidding. I've done Uber pool. I'm fucking poor right now. I am homeless. Okay, I'm kidding. It's a fucking joke. Oh my god. That's what I get for being a bitch. His name, but till this day, I don't know what his name is. It's been, what, over a year, a little over a year since it's happened, and I don't know what his name is. And I remember at one point, he was like, oh, like, look at my finger. He had a fucking wedding ring on. And I was like, I looked at him and I was like, you're married? Literally so loud inside of the Uber. And he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. Like if it was fucking normal that he was fucking married. And I was like, wait a damn minute. I was like, no. I was like, oh no. I was like, I cannot do that. I was like, I don't fuck married men. And he was like, no, like, it's not like that. Like, he's out doing the same thing that I am right now. And I was like, okay. And he was like, yeah, like, this is what we do. Like, you know, like, we find other people, like, we sleep with other people, but at the end of the day, like, we're with each other. And I was like... Okay, so that was the first thing. I was like, okay, interesting. Let me mind you, this Uber ride was taking forever. And I was like, where the fuck are we going? And the reason why it was taking so long is because we drove fucking to the other side of town, to this like faraway neighborhood. And I was like, fuck, that's why it's so far. But we got out of his Uber and we start walking up to his house, and I like look up. And I like look at the house starting over here, and I'm just looking and looking and looking and looking and looking and looking at his house. And I was like, oh my god, his house is really big. I was like, your house is really nice. And oh, let me mind you, he was 23 years old. Yeah, he was 23 or 22. I know he was like 1 or 2 years older than I was at the time. So he was one of those two. But anyways, I was like, wow, your house is really nice. And he was like, oh, thank you. Like, I live here with my 2 other brothers. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, and let me mind you, in the car, he told me that he had 2 other brothers, actually. And guess what, girl? They're all gay. Yes, they're all gay. All 3 of them. All the 3 brothers. The guy that I was with and his 2 other brothers that he had, all gay. Crazy, right? Oh my god. So anyways, he was like, oh, just go upstairs, go to the right. I was like, okay. So I'm like walking up, and I go inside his room, and literally the only thing in his bedroom was the bed and a TV on the floor. And I'm like, oh, can I use your bathroom really quick? And he was like, oh yeah, it's just like to the right. So I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, I remember I turn on the light and I look at myself in the mirror, and I go like this. So, okay, this is exactly what I did, okay? Let's say I like walk into the bathroom. turn the light. Look in the mirror. And I was like,
oh my god, what am I doing? I was like, I'm about to have sex. Oh my god, I'm gonna have sex. I'm gonna finally have sex. Oh my god.
and I like look at myself.
Oh my god, I almost dropped all my sandwiches.
Anyway, so I was like, okay. So I turned on the light, get back out, and his door was like closed a little bit. So I like opened the door, and this mofo. Oh my god, I will never get this picture out of my head. Okay, so this motherfucker was laying in bed, full ass naked, butt ass naked. Like, I need to do this pose for you guys because you're gonna die. Like, this is something that you only see in the movies, but bitch, I saw it in real life. Okay, so he was like this. No, like this. Fuck, how was it? Oh, like that. He was like this, butt ass naked on the bed. Remind you, this is my first time about to have sex, so I was like, oh my god. So I'm like unbuttoning my shirt, like all like slow, and like I button my pants, and I'm like slipping them off, and I like get in bed, and he like slides my, well, we make out, and then he slides my underwear off, and then, you know, one thing leads to another, whatever. And then the door, he hears the door, like someone opened the door for his front door. And he was like, oh, that might be my brother. And like 1 or 2 minutes pass, and he was like, bitch, grab some tea because this tea is about to get hot. So he fucking, like 1 or 2 minutes passed by after he said the comment about his brother possibly coming. So I was like, so he then says, do you want him to join? Yes, you heard it right. He said, do you want him to join? Not on my watch. But I was like drunk, and I was like, and it, okay, so that comment, it was like crazy to me. I was like, what? But if he would have joined, it wouldn't have been weird for me. It was more so I felt weird for him. Hold on, let me cook my bacon really quick. Oh my god. Ah! Fuck, that shit burn. Bobby Flay is fucking shaking in his boots right now.
He's actually doing just fine.
Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be doing a mukbang. Okay, so here we are. Because it was, like I said, it wasn't weird for me. I just thought it would be weird for him, but clearly it wasn't. So anyway, so he goes out and he comes back in, and it was just him, and he was like, oh, he's sleeping. And I was like, oh, okay. So it came to the part for, you know, us to actually have sex. Thankfully he had a condom, because I was like drunk to the point where I wasn't aware of that, of like for him to get a condom. So thankfully he got a condom. My back is on the bed, legs up in the air, and waving them like I just don't care. And I remember he put it in, and I was like, and I was like, oh my god. And let me mind you, he, like, his size wasn't like huge or anything. It was like very, very average. If anything, a little below average. So it wasn't like huge, it wasn't tiny, but it wasn't average either. So it was like a fine size. It was fine size for me that day, because it was my first time having sex, obviously. We like go at it for a little bit, and since he was kind of drunk too, he didn't finish, or like he just couldn't finish. And I was like, whatever, I don't care. I'm fucking tired. I'm trying to go home. So whatever. We wrap it all up, literally. And I end up calling my Uber as I'm getting dressed. And my Uber is gonna take 15 minutes to get to my location. I was like, 15 minutes? And I tell him, I was like, it's gonna take 15 minutes to get here. And he's like, do you wanna go at it again? And I was like, sure. So I take off my clothes again, and we go at it again. And I cancel my fucking Uber. I cancel my Uber. And I told him, I was like, I canceled my Uber. He was like, why? I was like, because we're gonna have sex again. And we have sex again. And this time we actually, you know, finish. So I remember I get dressed. And he's like, I can't find my wedding ring. He's like, fuck, my husband's gonna kill me. I was like, that, my friend, is a personal issue. And then I remember my stupid ass was like, so are you gonna call me? Like, Julio, why would this married man call you? Like, no, bitch, he's not gonna call you. I remember I go downstairs, he walks me out, and he was like, I was like, alright, I was like, you better text me. He was like, yeah, I will. I was like, alright, I was like, bye, pendejo. I never heard from him again. Which is fine. Which is completely fine. I would rather it have gone the way that it did, as opposed to me knowing more about this guy. And when I've like told people this story before, they're like, don't you like wish that the person that you lost your virginity to, like, you knew who they were? And I always tell them no. Like, I'm actually happy about the way that I lost my virginity, only because there's no sentimental attachment to me losing my virginity. And some people don't understand that. Like, they don't understand why I would lose my virginity to some stranger. But for me personally, I like that I lost it to someone that I don't know. Because let's say, like, if I would have been in a relationship with some guy and I was with him for like 10 years or 5 years or even like a year, and I would have lost it to them, I will always be attached to that boyfriend that I lost it to for the rest of my life. Because if I were to tell someone about when I lost my virginity, I will always be reminded that it was with a guy that I was in a relationship with that I possibly loved. And I just wouldn't want that. Yeah. So I'm actually happy that I lost it to someone that I don't know, because I don't have that emotional attachment or connection to that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? But that is the story of when and how I lost my virginity. I lost my virginity to a married man who possibly has threesomes or foursomes with their brothers. And that, kids, is the tea for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time / mukbang / cook with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you guys have any questions about my losing my virginity, leave them down below. I'd love to answer them. I love being a sex guru. And I will see you on my next one. Peace.